Good evening, good evening, good evening. Michael Williams here, White Label Consulting. I am what camera am I looking at? I'm looking at this one. Um yeah, this is a little bit different tonight. I am working on getting the podcast studio together. And so in this test right here, I'm actually sitting at the podcast table. I have a microphone here in front of me. My headphones are really hot, so I don't even know how this sounds. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. But then I also have I have the Lumix GH4 right there in front of me, and then I have another Lumix over here that is running a different lens. I think this is running a wide angle lens, so I'm gonna switch to that lens. Okay, yeah. So that's this lens right here. I think that's this lens. Okay, so I have that angle right here. I have a third angle that I'm not using, which would be to help the other people out who are in the room. But right now I'm just testing the live stream setup to see how it looks. I'm also running this live stream remotely from my tablet. So it's a little different here because I am not actually sitting behind my desk. I'm actually sitting at the table. It sounds like the audio needs to be adjusted a little bit, pull it down. It's a little hot. And the reason I'm testing this out is because a lot of times we have people come in here and we do kind of like this test content. We haven't had any things where we exhaust everything we're doing. And because I'm sitting over there at my desk, it's rather difficult to gauge how hard this is. Let me see, my bit rate on the screen is 1956. It should be running higher. So let me go in here to my OBS and hit on my settings. And I'm going to click on stream, output. Oh, it's at 1800. So let's boost this up to 3800 where I normally run it because we have that. I'm going to click OK, and that should boost up the amount of bandwidth we have going out. Now we're going out at 3900. Let me see if that fixes anything. I'm using basically Google Chrome remote to remote into my computer, and I have essentially four screens. I have screen one, which is a laptop screen. Screen two is the right monitor. Screen three is the left monitor, and screen four is the actual TV that's connected to this TV back here that you can see via a splitter. So that's how I have everything running in here. Let me see real quick. I am going to try. Oh, I'm going to turn on these overlays, see how these work. So overlays should come up. There's my name right there in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, bottom left-hand corner actually. And that's working really well. So I have the ability to capture that. Let's see. It's telling me I should use a bit rate of 6800. That's crazy. I don't think I want to do that. That's a lot. So I'm still able, and I'm also running Touch Portal. I'm basically running all of this remotely. I'm running OBS remotely. I'm running the overlays remotely through a web browser, and I'm also running my scene switching through Touch Portal. So if I click on split screen, we should get split screen view. There we go. And let me make sure I got the audio still on. Yeah. If I turn that off, I'm back here. And then if I click on this view, there. So we're actually running all of this software via remote, and it's actually working pretty smooth for the computer that we're on. I'm going to turn that off real quick. Shout out to Touch Portal for providing a excellent software. It is free to use up to 8 screens, I believe. If you use the paid version, you could have multiple pages. So I may do a tutorial on Touch Portal and why it's beneficial for instances like this. Right now, I am actually able to, oops, you heard that sound right there. My phone dropped. The back of my, oops. And then I hit a snag right here. Hold on real quick. No. Let me go back here. It froze up. No. Okay, I'm still running. My bad. I have a button on my Touch Portal that if you hit it, it will start OBS. Well, clearly OBS is already running right now, so I don't need another version of it. Now, one thing I don't have on is I don't have on the backlights, my backlighting. I think it's too much, but I will turn that one. As you can see, it gets really bright. That's actually both lights. Let me see if I can turn one off. That's the one over my left shoulder. Let me turn it off. These lights are weird because you have to get in. So that's no lighting behind me. I think having the backlight on does, it would cause me to either up the shutter speed or lower the ISO, but I kind of like this no light behind me right now. It seems like it looks a little better. And again, I am remote into my computer via Google remote. I am controlling the scene switching here with my touch portal, which seems to be working fairly well. And then I'm also controlling the camera switching. Now, if you had your ATM hooked into the internet, Ethernet, you actually could put the ATM, buy the ATM software for your tablet or your phone and control it this way. I just have the ATM software pulled up, and so if I need to switch to this camera, I'm not going to use the preview because I already have the camera set where I want them to be set. I could increase the ISO on this camera only because it's using a different lens. This lens right here is a 25mm prime where the f-stop can get all the way down to 1.7. That's technical jargon for it just captures light really, really well. This other lens right here is essentially going to be 3.6, I think 3.5. So it depends on what the focal length is set to. It's an 8x18 Leica lens, but it's really good. But for the most part, if I were to doing a single person podcast, this would work. So right now I'm digging the setup. I don't have any of the other microphones on. I probably do need to play with the gate. I'm hearing the gate. And actually the gain is up really high on the DLZ Creator because we're using the Mackie for this test. So other than that, I mean, this is looking like a pretty solid podcast setup. If you are in Phoenix and you want to come in and schedule an appointment to see if we can get your podcast up and running, that'd be great. Again, this is just a test. I wasn't trying to be on here long. I think I've gotten 1 or 2 viewers off and on because it's 8:30 here and it obviously 11:30 on the East Coast and everywhere else. So again, this is a podcast setup. This is all ran remotely. This is showing you that a single person can get this done if they really commit to learning all of the processes it takes to do this. Again, if you need my help, all you have to do is hit me up, leave a comment below. You can find me pretty much anywhere on the internet as far as my business because I was doing graphic design and have been doing graphic design for a long time. So if you punch Michael Williams in White Label Consulting or Provisions 1816, that's my old company name, you should be able to find my contact information. Other than that, I don't got much to say. I'm digging these lower thirds. I think I'm going to do a tutorial on these because these are free. These lower thirds that I'm showing you at the bottom of the screen, they're actually free and you actually can customize them and change the colors and, you know, fix the blur or effects, I should say. It's just amazing what you can do. I mean, once I turn this on, I can, where's the settings at? I can, let me see, lower thirds, customize, what do we got down here? Subtitles, I can change the opacity here. I can change, I'm just reading what I can change here. I can change the height, I can change the width, I can change the color of each individual component. As you can see right now, I'm actually moving my name over on accident, but now you can see I'm actually doing this live. So these overlays is something we definitely need to get into on how to make this work for your live stream. Again, you can use this in OBS, you can use this in Ecamm, you can use this in a myriad of softwares. It's a web-based overlays. I don't want to get into that too much because I definitely want to cover a video on that. But I have the ability to change camera angles on the fly. I have the ability to pull up what I need to pull up. I have the ability with my touch portal to switch scenes like I can do right here. And I actually have another scene too, which is this scene right here, which I use some plugins to make that happen. But it works. This is a great setup, and it's not because I set it up either, but simply because it works. It's efficient. So that's my live stream for tonight. You won't get too much value out of this other than knowing that you can be a one-person podcast. and it can work, especially in even if it's not this professional environment. You can make this setup at your house with a couple of overhead lights and a microphone and a camera and a laptop and a tablet. Or if you don't have a tablet, you can use a laptop and set all this up the same way. So that's my stream for tonight.